Travelers to Malaysia often describe it as the food capital of the world, being a melting pot for Indian, Chinese, and Southeastern Asian cuisines. And when a Malaysian traveler came to Beijing 20 years ago, he fell in love with the city, but missed the authentic flavors home and decided to open a Malaysian restaurant here in Beijing. Today, we follow our reporter Lee Chung through narrow alleys and the back streets to meet the Malaysian man who has been sharing his home-cooked meals with food lovers here in the capital. And many are calling this Malaysian restaurant in a Chinese courtyard the most rewarding find ever.
我每次来必须要这个牛尾汤。
我最喜欢这个马来西亚炒饭。
The tower behind me is a famous historic and cultural site of the city, the Drum Tower. And today we're going to visit one of Beijing's oldest Hutong restaurants in this neighborhood, serving Malay food, Cafe Sambal. The address is number 43 on the Doufuchi Hutong. Now let's go and find it. Doufuchi Hutong, let's turn this way. Number 43. Let's see. This is number 68. Okay, here it is. Cafe Sambal. 你好，你好。这个地方好特别，现在可以吃饭吗？可以的。好的，那我进去看一眼。As I step into the cafe, I feel like a time traveler going back decades ago. From the window paper designs to the house's wooden structure, visitors won't miss the strong emphasis of Hutong culture even for a moment. Well, this is a traditional Chinese courtyard house. They have 3 dining rooms on each side, and the kitchen is on the other end. It's not dinner time yet, so there's only me here. Let's get inside. There are still no hints of Southeastern Asian culture inside the house. Instead, Chinese elements are most apparent.
I try to keep as much the 四合宴 within the Hutong. Anything I use is all real and antique, by adding a modern contemporary touch.
Mr. Cho is from Malaysia. He settled down in Beijing 20 years ago on his first arrival to the city. Feeling homesick, he opened Cafe Sambal. So you came here like 2001, 2002?
Yeah.
For work or just travel here?
Just travel here. I miss Malaysian food. And at the time, I can't find a good Malaysian food.
There was no Malaysian food here in Beijing.
I can't find a good Malaysian. So I try to reproduce it.
Malay cuisine is acclaimed for its vibrant and diverse flavors. To serve authentic Malaysian dishes in Beijing, Cho hired Malaysian chefs from the very beginning. And the spices needed for cooking are transported all the way from Malaysia. Look at these. I'll start with the satay beef. I wish you guys could smell all the spices right now. It's so good. See? It's a huge flavor with a creamy peanut sauce. It's so good. And the beef is tender. Malay food is strong, spicy, and fragrant. They're usually recognized by the rich tastes of sauces like satay and curry. It's like a time travel to sit in this Chinese-style room while eating these exotic dishes. The chilled-out vibe makes this a great place to linger over a meal.
a minority.
It takes courage to start an exotic restaurant from scratch in a foreign country and stick with it for 20 years.
Attracted by the
So, Cho, why did you choose here to open your restaurant in this Hutong? It's very typical Beijing.
my father, myself, we are from Guangdong, Chaoshan, the side. We are very traditional Malaysian Chinese. That's being an international tour student. I fell in love with the city, the culture, especially the Hutong culture.
For the first 2 years, the restaurant failed to make ends meet. Cho's insistence on cooking the most authentic Malaysian food has helped him change the situation and win various awards year after year.
It's the best Malaysian cuisine. We won the award by That's Beijing in 2006.
That must be a very important one to you.
Yes.
First one.
Yeah. These are something that the whole team treasure. Very important to us.
Nowadays, Cafe Sample is always packed at dinner time. Although there are fewer overseas customers due to the pandemic, its online reputation keeps attracting local young residents.
一进来之后还挺惊喜的，就是很古色古香的感觉，就是很北京胡同的那种感觉，一点都没有我们印象当中就是东南亚的那种餐厅的很热带的那种感觉，没有，就是这个还挺舒服的。
And there are also frequent customers. Some have been loyal patrons and still remember the day when they first came here 2 decades ago.
因为我路过这儿，路过这儿，我看有一个小红灯笼，过去20年是没有这样的装饰，感觉到好奇就走进来了。我一看，是个马来西亚菜。我们吃饭过去的是中国的口味比较多，突然吃到一个马来西亚菜的味道，很稀奇。
您经常来这儿吗？
经常来这儿。
The lanterns, the Beijing courtyard style, and the Malaysian flavors. Everything seems to have remained as they were 20 years ago at Cafe Sample, but there's one major difference. It's now a bona fide Hutong classic.